Libra, it's really odd, but I'm hearing the song Viva Las Vegas. So, let's have a look. Welcome to the Arcana Veil. Mystery. It's truly a mystery, isn't it? We have sensitive. You're wanting to escape. What's in Las Vegas? What happens in Las Vegas stays in Vegas. The fourth house. Home, family, ancestry, nurturing, youth, origins. Definitely a sign of some sort of indication of where you're going, and where you're coming from. What is there that assists you in the nature of you discovering your true self, discovering the origins of your nature, of your being. Maybe there was a UFO sighting in Las Vegas. I don't watch the news. I'm just going with what I'm seeing. For some reason I feel like I need to shuffle the deck again for you, so there you go. I shuffled it for you. We have the King of Swords. So the truth that you're seeking is a little bit of a mystery to you. The truth, and then sensitivity as the Tower. You're focused on conspiracy information or things that are a little bit of a different side. Five of Swords here. This is the end of being sensitive to certain things that don't belong to you. That sounded a little bit rhymey. Maybe you're in arts. Maybe you like music. Maybe you're seeking something. We have the Nine of Cups here. Eight of Wands. Mystery on what is the truth. Well, if you want the mystery on the truth, then you need to go through the process of breaking down everything that you once thought you knew. Because in this way, you'll be able to regenerate the ability to sense things again as how it should have been. So in other words, this is basically where we're seeing at the heart of the nature that you are now going to go through that process where you're literally cutting out things that don't belong to you anymore. In other words, breaking away from old belief systems. Fourth house, right over the Five of Swords here, definitely something to work through, to clear up, because if you're finding that in the nature of where you're experiencing a little bit of conflict is in the house, in the fourth house, have a look at it in your chart and see, you'll know. It gives you the indication that you seek the nature only through the ability to get rid of that which you used to think you had before. In other words, if you want to drink some of that water, you need to be prepared to throw out the old water so that you can receive new water. And it happens fast for you to be able to rebuild a new pathway. Definitely establishment coming forward. You're going through a moral exploration. Let's have a look and see what the underworld says for you. And keep in mind that when the information comes through in the readings, that these are normally based on the thoughts that have gone out over time through the etheric fields, and which the readings are being done here. Essentially all information is timeless. So the Knight of Swords underneath the King of Swords. You are in absolute conflict over something, in absolute focus in trying to establish something. You want to prove something to someone. We have the Nine of Pentacles. How come? How come? The Nine of Pentacles that appears to be really, you're trying to say that you're actually not really someone that wants to fight. But yet you do. And this is the true nature, Nine of Pentacles here, of your actual being. I'm hearing someone saying, I'm actually a good guy. I don't really want to fight. And yet you do. Now, if you seek the truth, then you must, like I said, be prepared to let go of the old information so that you can understand how to become sensitive again. This is not for everyone. This is for some who may be lurking around these readings. We have the Six of Swords underneath the Five of Swords. Oh my goodness. Truly. Does it speak to itself? Running away? You could be dealing with someone. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. I guess it's about a rebirth, whether you are ready for it or not. I guess this is about a rebirth for those that are in your life, perhaps, whether they are ready or not. I guess that if you're in the nature of the feistiness to try and fight and reason, to clear up things with certain people, that essentially, if you believe that you can hold on to being the good guy, then you're being given a little bit of a wakey here, because it's the heavens that determine that which is drawn out from the underworld to reveal the truth. The nexus point of choice is being brought in here, whether you seek to allow yourself to go through that or not. Clearly, if you're challenging that which is in the realm in the universe, then the universe will challenge you back. That is the nature of this reality. This reading is not for every Libra, but it is based on the Libra collective. Page of Pentacles. No, money won't be able to bring that to you though. So I don't know who is here in this reading other than my usual Libra people. But if you seek to find out information about a certain particular way and how the information comes through here, then again, let me say, it's about what is within you that will determine that frequency, because this is how the energies are being read here. For those who are not in a conflicting, contradictory, argumentative space, and we will let that person move from here, I will look for you overall, Libra, where you're going. Knight of Wands going forward. Yes, we have the Four of Cups here. Definitely for some of you going through a process where you are literally communicating with what is being offered to you. I'm seeing people that are in relationships with one another communicating and finding that path that is the best one, that which gives you the indication here. You're definitely being guided, Knight of Pentacles, to establish a new way of allowing for certain things at work to move in a particular way. I'm seeing that for some of you, you're also going through a process where you're really getting rid of things that don't belong anymore, such as certain people that have just come into the reading. This is not your reading. This was for someone else, but if you are here and you are here with the kindness in your heart, then you will understand that the energy will still communicate with you, whether it was through whatever purpose. The same thing applies if you seek to bring information into place, if you seek to find justice. The Ace of Cups, love is what determines the next part of your leg, of your journey. Only in that way are you able to take your coin and go with that process of establishing a new foundation with whomever it is that you're seeking with. If you're seeking to find the information that gives you clarity over the right choices to make at work, work comes through. It's like you're having to fight to determine yourself. So whatever has come through in this reading is also applicable to that way in how you need to prove yourself to yourself. It's not about needing to find out whether someone is actually going to prove something in a particular way that will challenge you, but It really is about setting certain boundaries in place too. The nexus point here within the frequency, as I said, the Nine of Cups, definitely going to have you focus on a new direction. And in some ways, some of you have been looking forward to that. And the alignment has now come into fruition to begin with. So I will leave this with you until next time.